Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Cameron McClellan. Sorry, only Mum calls me Cam McClellan.
Al Lewison.
Welcome to today's Wealth WOD, guys.
Spell it W-O then D.
WOD. WOD, just in case. Hey guys, Al had a conversation recently with someone and they asked about renovation. So Al's pretty passionate about numbers and actually identifying profit. Acquisition director in funds management business. Obviously running through feasibilities and having an analytics team that bring him feasibilities. He gets into a lot of detail and is quite savage before he presents something to the board on acquisition. So I suppose it's a bugbear of Al's when he gets people coming up to him going, what if I just renovate something and then I'll make some money. So Al's just going to go through some basic figures on why we disregard renovation when it comes to building wealth. Property flippers, renovators, we see them as tinklers in the property market. They're not true investors and they won't build real wealth. I don't know anyone who's renovated their way to wealth. I'm sorry, it doesn't happen. So Al's going to go through some numbers and just a basic strategy, real rounded numbers, just to give you a general idea why renovation isn't for us and we think there's better ways to build money.
So what everything gets weighed up against with us guys is let's get some scales. On one side always sitting is growth property. Always sitting right there on one end of the scale. Everything else we compare it to sits on the other one. So today it's renovations.
There you go.
How do renovations compare to having growth property in terms of two things? Long-term wealth prospects, return on my money that I'm outlaying out of my bank account. So, can you see that?
Jump in the way.
All right. So the basic example, right? And there's different types of renovations. We're doing one today, non-structural. We're just doing a cosmetic renovation.
Would you call it a tarted up renovation?
McClellan special from the old days.
So we have renovated in the past, guys. So we know what we're talking
Has
about.
made the mistake. Let's say you buy a property, $500,000. You're going to pay stamp duty on that property of $25,000. And then we'll give it the cosmetic facelift, the nip tuck, $25,000. You're at $550,000, guys, pretty quick, bang. Property's worth $500, plus your renovation, $550. You go to sell it, $15K to the agents, give or take, $5K in advertising, give or take. So, what are we saying, guys? You've bought a property for $500,000, it takes you $570, you've got to sell it for $570 to break even.
And the only value of that is 25 grand.
Out of 25 grand. So you might have a new kitchen and might have some new tiles, carpet, paint. Do you think it's a smart decision to say, I'm going to race into this property and I'm going to make a fortune out of it? I don't know you'll make any money, personally.
Lucky to break even.
You might be able to time the market, you might be able to win tons of lotto at the same time, I don't know.
Timing the market, we've purchased a lot of established properties in the past and usually added value by developing on the back of it, and we've done renovations. But we were lucky in, when we were building our initial portfolio and smashing it through late 90s, early 2000s, that the market was cranking, so you could do no wrong. It covered up all the mistakes we made.
So the way we look at most investments is my money. What's my money going to a particular deal? So in this occasion, I bought a property for $500, let's say I get a 90% loan. So I've got to put 50 grand in. I've then got to stump up the stamp duty, 75. I've then got to stump up the reno, I'm up to 100,000 in this property. Right? Let's say it's a 12-month process by the time I do my renovation, resell it. Probably some holding costs, but let's ignore those. I've got 100 grand tied up, guys, and I need the property to go up in value by 70,000
to break even.
To break even.
To even get to 0% return on your money.
So let's say I get lucky, right, and I sell it for 600, so I made a 30 grand profit. I've outlaid 100, made 30. Okay?
Not terrible.
Let's talk growth properties, guys. You buy a property for 500,000, you put your 10% deposit down and your costs, and you leave it sitting there for 1 year. And property goes up by, guys, 8 point whatever percent per year.
50 odd grand.
50 grand. Guess what? You made 50 grand.
So 50 grand in a safe bet as opposed to
speculative bet.
30 grand on a speculative.
So guys, the beauty of the growth property is you duplicate it. You've got a process and a system you can follow and do it straight away again. You're doing renovations, maybe there's something you can do the same, but no two properties are going to be exactly the same. So one's a formula you can repeat time and time again, the apple tree we've talked about in the past, and the other one to us is speculating. It's going out hoping you can make some money from the market.
Risk versus a return, play it safe, guys. Just buy a good growth property and hang on to it.
Growth property.
Cheers, guys.